Hello and welcome, YouTubers. This is TheStacheCast. I'm the lesser-known reviewer with two other friends of mine. Guys, you want to introduce yourselves?
I'm the bitchy reviewer, or you can call me, or I'll be known as Kyle.
I'm the Crimson Reviewer, and you can call me Danny.
And together we are the TheStacheCast.
Hell yeah!
I feel like we should have like background explosions and a marching band and Blink-182 playing our theme song.
Wow. You had to say that. I was gonna be like, we should have had like some cool TV announcer like announcing us in, but then you're like Blink-182 and yeah, you win.
Thank you. So
We have mustaches. That's why we're called the TheStacheCast, in case you didn't know.
I would kind of hope people could figure that out, but never know.
By the way, you guys can call Kyle Captain Obvious as well. It's okay though, he's from Canada, so we let that slide.
We just call him the Canadian.
We have poutine, motherfucker.
Hey, you know what we have?
I'm not gonna comment. I'm not gonna comment.
Beaver.
You know what? He's got a very good point.
You don't understand.
Oh, I understand. Perfect.
No one appreciates poutine like I do.
Hey, don't be a dippity-doo, Kyle. Don't be a dippity-doo.
I'm gonna keep this family friendly and not comment on any of that.
I'm just saying, don't be a dippity-doo, Kyle.
I don't even know what that means, Tony.
Were you not listening?
If you guys can't tell, this is how it's going to be for most of our TheStacheCast.
At least the first few until we figure out, but we actually need to be professional. Even though that's not
really though? Like, wow. Seriously? Okay, I just have to say, is anybody else annoyed that everybody's like putting The Conjuring down now that it's out?
Oh my god, I swear to God. I've seen more negative comments about The Conjuring after its opening release than ever. People who were saying it was good are saying that it's bad now.
I haven't seen any negative thing.
Really? Well,
although I've been kind of cut off from the world lately.
I haven't seen super negative stuff. I've just, everybody's like, movie was okay. Wasn't really scary.
Yeah, but the same people this weekend.
And I'm like...
Well, personally, I wasn't really, like, there were parts that freaked me out, and it's freaky to think about afterwards, but in the movie theater, I wasn't, like, shit. The lady in front of me started crying, actually, and it was kind of funny. Because she was on her cell phone the whole movie, and it was pissing me off.
I think that it might...
got scared, and she started crying.
I think it might have been the theater that me and Danny were in, because we had a bunch of people who were just going, oh, hell no, the whole time, and laughing when stuff happened. But it was like, from the audience reactions, most people got pretty freaked out in the stuff that happened.
Well, yeah, I would say this is the audience I was with. All the horror movies I've seen, the audience was the most scared during this.
I gotta say, though, Danny, I would have loved to have been in a theater that actually had, like, a bunch of teen girls and teen kids and stuff in it. That would have been the best.
It was actually funny at the previews for the movie. Before the movie even started, there was I don't remember what it was for. There was a trailer, though, and there was a bunch of rocking horses at one point that started rocking. And the lady behind me was like, ah! Like, she squealed so loud when the rocking horses started going. I was like, really?
It's like,
the movie has
Your Next? It could have been Your Next.
It was either that or Insidious 2 had something about a rocking chair, doesn't it?
Stupid.
I don't know, but I don't remember Insidious 2 being a trailer before...
I saw the Insidious 2 trailer. Well, I didn't see it. I closed my eyes and plugged my ears because I didn't want the trailer to ruin the movie like it did the first one, so...
Was there an Insidious 2 trailer, Tony?
I don't remember one. We got one for a couple of... that might be it, because we had a couple of action movies shown, too.
Well, we had Getaway, or whatever that's called, that I still haven't looked up to see if it's based off the video game.
Oh, you mean, is it The Getaway?
I think it's something like that. I'll look it up for now.
The Getaway... It says The Gayway.
The Gayway or the Gateway?
My computer decided that I wanted to look up the Gayway instead of the Getaway.
Doesn't it have, like, Selena Gomez?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Okay, so I will just look that up.
There we go.
Getaway is what it's called.
When does Insidious 2 come out anyway?
Later
I know
this
it
year.
comes out.
It comes
don't know
out,
the
I think,
specific-
September 13th. I just posted something on Facebook about it.
I'm really excited for that movie. So.
I still don't think it's gonna top Conjuring though, but
I can almost promise you it won't.
I'm not saying by any means that it won't be a good movie. I'm just saying that I don't think, as far as creepy, I don't think it'll top the feeling of dread that you get watching The Conjuring.
No, Insidious 2.
Insidious 2, yeah. Sequels are never really as good, but
I mean,
it
it's James Wan, though.
September, Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah, that's why James Wan posted about it. He's like, there's no better date than that for the movie.
I actually think
who's gonna see Kick-Ass 2 on the weekend?
Probably not me.
Me.
I'll see it as soon as I can, but for one, I don't have anybody that wants to see it, and for two, I don't know if I'm gonna go just
You're
by myself.
broke?
That is something I was trying to avoid saying, but yes.
You're white and broke?
They see me rolling, not really, because I'm broke.
No, I want to go see Kick-Ass 2 so bad, but...
You mean Kick Butt?
Yes, I want to see Kick Butt 2.
Yeah, this is a PG podcast.
I'm sorry. But
Says the guy who said mother effer at the beginning of this podcast.
You know, kids gotta learn. Kids gotta... This is what the world's like.
The world is full of Canadians.
If I could, I would fly to Michigan and see Kick-Ass, but quite frankly, I can't. So...
Thank you, Kyle. I do appreciate
I would even buy your way in.
I feel so special now. Thank you, Kyle.
Tony, I mean, Kyle, you might want to be careful when you say stuff like that. That kid is a moocher. Let me tell you.
I did mooch, kind of. Not too much,
I mooch quite a bit in my day. I kind of owe it. I gotta, pay my debts.
Although to my credit, I did say either sorry or are you okay with this every time I did something.
Apparently it's a remake of the 1972 film that...
The Getaway.
Yeah.
Which was also a remake of...
Oh, the Steve McQueen movie.
Which is also a remake of something else, too, I believe.
I don't think so.
There's the... Hold on.
There was a remake of it in 94.
Okay, that's what I saw. The 94 and then the 72.
Neither of you two watch Breaking Bad, do you?
No.
I've said that several times. I'm only on season 3 because I got sick of him saying, I quit. I'm back. I quit. I'm back. And then, and then what's his name? Jesse freaking is too much of a wimp nowadays. I'm like, well, he was kind of cool in the start of the show, and now he's just like, I'm going to complain about everything.
One thing I do like about Breaking Bad, though, that me and Tony saw when I was in Michigan was the first half of the last season's on sale. You can buy it. Oh,
yeah. They have, all... I think it was 8 episodes for $30 or $25.
I went when that came out, I was at Walmart, and they had it. They had every season on DVD for $15, except for that one.
At first I thought it was actually the full season, and I was kind of confused. I'm like, but the season hasn't finished yet, and I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I think that's kind of stupid that they released it like that, but I think what they're going to do is when these 8 are done, they're going to release it, and they're not going to call it season 5. They're just going to call it the final episodes or something.
That's still dumb.
Yeah, kind of. I'm kind of glad
they're going to release. Then in a year, when they realize they're not making any money off the show anymore, they're going to re-release it in an actual full season 5 box set.
I think that they're going to release a big set with all the seasons. That's what I'm waiting for. I only have the first season on DVD.
And then they're going to pull some stupid crap, give you guys, say that, there's an episode or something that was never aired, because box sets always do something like that. There's always either, unseen footage, episodes that were never aired, behind-the-scenes stuff, or something, some extra disc that's going to...
Well, I don't mind that. I just think that it is a huge ripoff, and like just a money grab that they put out the episodes already.
You want to hear ripoff?
Yes.
The Walking Dead Season 3 comes out on DVD and Blu-ray in like 2 weeks.
Yep.
And it costs $80 for the Blu-ray. Now, last summer, when Season 2 came out, it cost $80 for the special edition of the Blu-ray that has like the zombie head and stuff that I got. I got that edition because $80 isn't that much for that. But now this year it's $80 just for the Blu-ray, and it costs $140 for the special edition thing that comes with like a fish tank of zombie heads. Like, it's ridiculous. There's only like, how many episodes are in Season 2? 14? No, 12 episodes. 12 episodes. And there's only 4 more in Season 3. So you're telling me 4 episodes is worth that much money? Like, it's ridiculous.
I don't like the prices of The Walking Dead. I really don't.
I mean, now Season 2 isn't that much money at all.
But it's been like a year now, hasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. And I mean,
so you're going to be waiting.
People will say it's just on Netflix, but I like to own things.
Oh, I love it.
Conveniently, my birthday is right around September or right around October. What am I saying? Jesus
wow,
Christ,
do you know when your
30th.
birthday is? That's impressive.
August 3rd. My birthday's on September 3rd, so it's really close, and so hopefully my parents will buy it for me or help me buy it or whatever. Or someone.
I'm getting a strange Transformers effect going on in my Skype right now, actually.
Really? I had a little weird thing that was like some like white noise shit going on.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I call the Transformers effect. Where
I call it white noise because white noise was cooler.
And it wasn't directed by Michael Bay.
What is everybody's problem with Michael Bay?
Do you want the long list or the short list?
The
So
long
hey,
list.
Transformers 4, who's pumped?
Me. I'm so pissed off. My mom texted me, she goes, Transformers 4 is setting up in downtown Detroit. And I'm like, the fuck? The week after I leave Michigan, they're setting up down there? I was like...
Wait, are you actually excited for the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually kind of looking forward to it, too.
I'm interested to see what it's going to be like. I mean, I never actually did see Transformers 3.
If the rumors are true, I don't think I'm going to like not having Bumblebee or Bumblebee or any of the other Autobots in it.
Optimus Prime's in it.
Be in it?
Yeah, that's...
Because they have to have Optimus.
Because my mom told me they set him up in Detroit.
Like there was actually a giant robot?
Yes, Kyle.
Yeah.
That's how cool Detroit is.
They made downtown Detroit look like Tokyo, I guess, or like some Japanese place.
What?
Although I would not recommend any film company or anything set up any giant robots in Detroit because you'll come back to the set the next day and it'll be stolen.
I was so upset that they did it the week after.
And you'll see some like gang driving around in Optimus Prime with like him pimped out and everything with like, you know, bouncing tires and everything, and yeah, that'd be awesome. Mexican Optimus Prime.
Oh my god. I'm just imagining like that scene from Machete. Like at the end of Machete when they all have the tricked out cars except Optimus
that's
Prime.
That's going to be Optimus Prime.
The ridiculous spoiler on the back of Optimus Prime.
And then it's going to be all like pimped out and graffiti and everything, and it's going to be, yo, Optimus.
Oh, hey, did you guys see the trailer for Machete 2?
No, I haven't.
I saw the one for Spider-Man.
Have you guys even seen Machete 1?
I own it, and I have seen it.
You have seen it?
I watched it, but I need to watch it again, because I didn't really...
I love that movie. Like, it's so stupid, but it's awesome.
I've seen
it's a Grindhouse movie, so...
Machete, too.
It's a Grindhouse-style movie, so of course, like, any Grindhouse movie is pretty much going to be one of
Yeah, but this takes it to a new level.
Yeah.
It's like there's that scene where he cuts open the dude's stomach and swings on his intestines.
Yeah.
Like, out of the window.
It's
like, at that point, I was like...
It's almost like a comic book come to life.
Yeah, pretty much. But I'm pumped for Machete Kills.
Actually, the reason that I'm excited about Machete Kills is because Machete Kills was actually a joke to begin with. Like, it was a joke in, I believe, from Machete.
Yeah.
And then all
Machete was a joke, too, because it was like one of the fake trailers before Grindhouse.
Which is actually...
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was that and Hobo with a Shotgun.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, Hobo with the Shotgun didn't have a
I
fake trailer.
haven't seen Help with a Shotgun.
That was a fake trailer for something, I think. It was like somewhere I remember hearing.
You need to see Hobo with a Shotgun. It's really good.
I want to see it.
Hobo with a... It's like Machete, only not like...
With his storyline.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay. I'm game.
It's really good, actually. So
instead of a guy
I started watching it one day, but it was like really late, and I just fell asleep.
Instead of a guy chopping...
That's why with Machete. That's why I need to watch it again.
Yeah, instead of a guy chopping up everybody, it's a guy shooting up everybody.
Pretty much.
There's ridiculous scenes, too, where, like, you act like people get killed, and it's just, like, unnecessary deaths that is just in the movie so they can have a bloody scene.
Yeah.
I don't know. I disagree. Hobo with the Shotgun's kind of like the world's gone to shit, or where they live in has gone to shit because, like, nobody cares for each other and nobody has, like...
Well, I mean, I didn't want to spoil anything, but I was referring to a couple of scenes that were kind of just thrown in there.
Well, I think that I'm trying to remember some of the deaths, and I remember a couple of them, and it is kind of like the gangster to make a scene type of thing, and also just to show that world is shit. Like, it's all...
Doesn't Ricky from Trailer Park Boys get beheaded or something?
Oh, that's where he's from.
Well, then I know he's in the movie.
Yeah.
And my friend told me he gets beheaded.
Yep, very quick. I think that's one of the beginning scenes of the movie.
I think that's actually the introductory scene.
Yeah, if I remember right. That's like what
started. That's either the very first scene or like the introducing the town scene.
Yeah,
the only thing I did not like from the movie, and I'm not going to ruin it for you, Kyle, or anybody listening, but I just want to say school bus, not necessary.
I disagree. I thought that was okay. I didn't like his monologue at the end. Like, doing the whole bear monologue that he did.
Yeah.
What else is coming out this year that you guys want to see?
Amazing Spider-Man 2. No, that's
next year.
Carrie,
but I do want to see that.
You're Next.
Oh, yep.
Oh, shit. There was something else.
For me, it's pretty much Insidious 2, Kick-Ass 2, and Thor 2.
And I know
Thor 2 looks pretty good.
I said this in my trailer review that Thor 2 looks pretty badass, but do I really want to see it?
I'm the same way. Thor 2 looked amazing. I'm not going to lie. It does look like a good movie. But I liked Thor 1, but I don't really care, really. It's Thor. I mean, we're going to find out what happens in the Avengers 2 anyway. Like, they're going to make some mention of what everybody's been up to. So it's like, I don't really... You just watch it, basically, for the end credit scene.
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, but, like, it looks good, and
I know it looks good.
I mean, I love comic book movies. Like,
I do, too. It's just this one, to me, I'd rather see, what is it? I'd rather see the next X-Men when it comes out than see...
Days of Future Past. I'm pumped for that.
Okay, but here's something I want to know, though, with Thor, before we leave that. I haven't seen Iron Man 3, but I know it's got, like, the effects after what happened from the Avengers. Thor doesn't look to me like it's going to do that. It just looks like a sequel to Thor.
Thor looks like it's its own, like, side plot.
That's kind of a good thing. They don't need to mention the event. I mean, they are going to mention the Avengers, sort of. Like,
I want them...
There was that whole, like, part in the new trailer where the one chick punched Loki, she's like, that's for New York and stuff, so they're acknowledging it.
Really? Where did Thor take place? I thought it took place in New York, so...
The second one looks like it's going to take place in Asgard a lot.
Well, I meant, like, where'd the first one take place? Because when...
New Mexico.
Yeah, that's right, New Mexico. Because that's where...
I don't know. I really don't get a feeling that it's going to be like Iron Man 3 was.
I think it's going to be better than Iron Man 3, but
I liked Iron Man 3.
I liked Iron Man 3 too. I was okay with the whole, like, the twist that everybody hates on. Because I'm not, like, that big of an Iron Man comic fan or whatever.
Because as a movie, it works perfect.
Yeah, it was good.
Like, obviously...
And there wasn't even really a big after-credits scene.
Like, obviously, all the fans were upset about it because of the comics, but as a movie itself, with the storyline of the movie in that universe the movies have created, it was a beautiful twist.
Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good movie. I'm excited to see it again when it comes out.
I prefer, actually, the twist as opposed to what everybody thought was going to happen.
Well, not having seen it, I can just say, like, I've heard it's a better sequel, like, or a better follow-up to the Avengers than it is an Iron Man sequel.
I kind of disagree. It's like, I mean, you have to see the Avengers in order for it to, like...
Makes sense.
Like, you can't just watch Iron Man 1, 2, and then 3, because it'd be like, why is he having these panic attacks and stuff? But, like, it's still it's an Iron Man movie. It definitely feels like the third part of, like, a trilogy.
I would say it's probably my I'd say it's my favorite sequel because I like the scenes where, without ruining anything, I like the scenes where you see Tony Stark actually relying on his tech rather than his suit. Relying on his... He's more of a James Bond kind of character in this. So you get to see his genius a lot more than just him flying around in a suit.
Yeah, those are some of my favorite scenes.
Which, don't get me wrong, the suit and everything is what makes Iron Man, but there is a little bit of coolness to seeing him, like, vulnerable and actually relying on gadgets.
I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of liked seeing, like, at least thinking the fallout of the Avengers.
Well, the only thing that was really in there from, like, that felt like that was the whole panic attack thing. But, like, that makes sense. I mean, he went into, like, another dimension and almost died.
Did die for a second.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't want that to be basically ignored for the movies to have their own stuff. Oh, I want the fallout of it. I don't know. It just seems like it would make better movies if they include, like, the fallout of that, like Loki being taken back to jail after the Avengers. And just kind of like everything that just like start from there when Thor and Loki go back to Asgard.
In the trailer for Thor 2, one of them anyway, Loki's in prison.
Yeah. The second trailer, where there's a lot of focus on Loki, actually.
It almost looks like a Hannibal Lecter kind of deal, where Thor goes to him to, like, ask him something.
Oh, God.
I don't know. For the weird
interesting comparison there.
Have you, like, everybody's talking like, oh my God, Loki's gonna die in this movie, and I'm like, I didn't see that at all. If anything, I saw more of
what's her face
Natalie
dying.
Portman's character.
I could see Jane dying.
Yeah.
I could see anybody. I could
Marvel's
see
not
anybody dying
stupid enough to kill off Loki, though, because they're gonna keep him in reserve for helping out later on in the Avengers or something.
I'm kind of getting tired of Loki. I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm very.
I'm getting tired of him, but I'm just saying I don't think as a company they're dumb enough to kill him off right away like that.
I'm actually really excited for Avengers 2, though, especially with the whole Ultron thing. Like, I think I was expecting Thanos in the second movie, but it makes sense now that he's, like... It's going to be a huge build-up to Thanos in the third movie. And then by the third Avengers movie, they'll have a whole bunch of, like, Marvel characters and superheroes established, and they can do Thanos War and whatever.
The only thing that I'm concerned about with, like, going up all the way to, like, Avengers 3 and stuff is I'm just concerned about getting superheroed out by that point.
I'm kind of with you on that. There's like, how many superhero movies coming out every year now?
And, I mean, it's cool to see certain ones. Like, I want to see Ant-Man when that comes out. I want to see Amazing Spider-Man 2 again. I want to see I want to see a lot of them. But by Avengers 3, And if you're looking at a 2-year waiting period for each movie, like it's been, like it's gonna be, you're looking at what 2017 for the next one.
Do you guys even realize how old we will be by the time Amazing Spider-Man wraps up, by the time Avatar wraps up, the Avengers all wrap up? Do you guys realize how old we will be?
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, I keep thinking, just be like, oh, you know, these movies will be coming out, and I'm super excited, but I'm like, I'm gonna be kind of old by the time that all this is finished.
By the time we get to, what is it? By the time we get to Avengers, the third Avengers movie, that'll be, let's just say it's 17. That's 5 years from now, or 4 years from now. And we will be 20, or you and me will be 25.
I think I'll be 23.
No. By the time we get through Avengers and Amazing Spider-Man, we'll be close to 30.
If I'm saying if it's a 2-year waiting period each time.
Well, there's Amazing Spider-Man movies confirmed up to 2018.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's 5 years, so I guess it's 26, but... Yeah, we'll go 27.
We're gonna be...
I think, I'm really excited to see where they're gonna go with the Amazing Spider-Man franchise, because the second one looks amazing already.
I do have an issue with it, though. Is from watching the 7 Webheads series, I think they're trying to set up way too much. Like, I watched a video the other day, and they're like, oh, now we have Jim Carrey making an appearance, probably.
Oh, yeah, I
Amazing
saw that.
Spider-Man
That's actually kind of cool. Like,
Set
based
up
on
Carnage.
what I think that'll be is just gonna have a little cameo. Which is exactly what I want, just to have, like, established that all these characters exist in this universe.
Yeah, but
I don't think he's gonna...
As late as this info's coming out and everything, and it feels kind of rushed and like they're just trying to throw in characters in this movie.
So they can do something in the third one.
Well, I don't... Because they're supposed to have a spin-off of a Venom movie between, I think, 2 and 3. So you could have it set up for Carnage to come in 3.
Well, sorry. Way back when Amazing Spider-Man first came out, I said that one of the things I wanted was them to just have, like, all these characters that become supervillains later in the movie and just establish that they exist. Like, I know, like, they're, like, now possibly Cletus Cassidy. That gets me a little bit excited. Like, they could have Eddie Brock in the movie. They could have Michael Morbius as, like, an Oscorp scientist. They could have Octavius. You know?
I understand that, but doing all of this in one movie just to me doesn't seem like it's going to work out.
If it's subtle, it'll work out, I think.
I don't know. I feel like it's...
Although you can't just have, like, you can't subtly have Jim Carrey in a movie.
That's what I... Like, you put Jim Carrey in for a scene in a movie, people are going to be like, why is he in here? Who is he? Well, and if you throw in all these other people, I just don't see it working out well.
I think in the fourth movie, like, apparently is going to be, like, not just a Spider-Man movie. I think the fourth one is where they'll do, like, a Venom movie. They'll have Venom as the main character and Spider-Man as a side character or something.
But everything I've been hearing is Venom's going to have his own movie, like a spin-off movie.
I'm okay with that, too.
I'm okay with that, too, but...
it seems too soon for Venom or Carnage, though. They don't... Like, they're going to have Green Goblin, I know, and I think the third one probably be Green Goblin. But they should do more villains like Electro and the Lizard that weren't in the original trilogy, like the Sam Raimi trilogy.
They should do...
I really want to see Sinister Six.
I'd like to see, what's his name, Vulture make an appearance.
I'd like to see him make an appearance like Rhino's making an appearance.
Yeah, I would like that. That'd be cool. I don't think he's not a big enough villain.
No, like, I mean, like, I'd like to see him, like, maybe a movie open up with Spider-Man catching him or something.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember back when there was supposed to be a Spider-Man 4? And,
Vulture was
Vulture
going to be, yeah.
I remember that was huge news at the time too.
I know.
Yeah, I remember when Spider-Man 4 first got canceled, I was pissed. I was like, what the hell? And then, like, I saw the first set picture of Andrew Garfield. I was like, who's this faggot? And now it's like, oh, he's actually really good. And I love Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah. It's just weird to hear Vulture being in a movie because I'm like, I remember when he was supposed to be
in the movie.
Right?
It'd be cool though, yeah, if like Amazing Spider-Man 3 opened up with him taking out Vulture, and then like at that point, like hypothetically, if Electro doesn't die, and if Rhino doesn't die, and then if they have Vulture and Green Goblin, that's 4 villains right there for the Sinister Six. In the fourth movie, they could easily have enough villains for Sinister Six. Okay. Although I know that wouldn't be the original lineup, it doesn't really matter for me.
Who's in the original lineup?
It was...
Isn't it like Kraven?
Sandman, Mysterio, Dr. Octopus, Chameleon, Kraven the Hunter, and... Who was the 6th one?
Doc Ock?
I already said Doc Ock.
Oh.
Yeah, he said
I got stuck on Mysterio and was like, that would be a bomb-ass movie.
Gonna kick my ass. Who is that? I'm gonna Google it. I don't remember the 6th one. That's gonna bother me.
Can you just imagine, though, Mysterio in a movie, how cool that would be?
He was one of my top picks for the 2nd one, but...
That would be so unbelievably awesome to see. Especially with what people can do now with movies, to see him in a movie. I would just love it.
It would actually be pretty sweet.
I know, that's why I said that.
Yeah, I think seeing Scorpion in a movie would be kind of cool, too.
Oh.
There you go, that would be.
I mean, I don't know if Scorpion could carry his own movie, but I think he would be an awesome, like Rhino or Vulture kind of thing, like we were just talking about. I think he'd be awesome to have, like, running down the street.
Sinister Six was Doc Ock, Kraven the Hunter, Mysterio, Sandman, Vulture, and Electro.
That's the original Sinister Six?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was wrong about Chameleon.
That's a pretty intense.
I have failed you, Spider. I have failed you.
That's a pretty intense.
For some reason, I thought Kraven was in the original one too.
He is in the original one.
I didn't hear you name him.
Vulture, Electro, Kraven, Mysterio, Sandman, and Doc Ock.
I'm apparently missing one word from every time you say it. But yeah, that it'd be cool.
Yeah. Kraven would actually be kind of cool to see in a Spider-Man movie. If they made him a little bit more modern and.
You don't know Kraven the Hunter? Really?
No, I don't. Too up on my Spider-Man.
The problem I have with having Kraven is what the changes they're making to Electro is because people wouldn't take him serious. That's what everybody tells me. If you left his, costume how it was and left him how it was.
I kind of agree with them when they say that people wouldn't take him seriously with the green tights and whatever, but...
So then why would people take Kraven seriously?
With his original outfit?
With Kraven being Kraven, why would they take him?
Like Kraven in general? Yeah, okay, I kind of see what you're saying. If they modernized him a little bit, then, And when in the Ultimate comic books, I thought that they did Kraven kind of stupid, actually. He was like a TV star, like Bear Grylls kind of thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of dumb. He just got his ass kicked by Spider-Man in that series anyway.
He's almost like a Shocker-like character in that.
Oh, yeah. I kind of want to see Shocker in a Spider-Man movie.
That would be kind of interesting, too. There's a lot
I would really appreciate just to see, all of these, I call them main villains because they're the known ones. They're not just, one-offs.
Rogues Gallery.
Yeah, they're not just one-offs. I'd love to see them in a Spider-Man movie. Though I do, it's kind of a double-edged sword. I'd love to see them But I know since they can't sustain a movie on their own, they would have to be in with other people. And having more than one villain
the Spider-Man 3 effect again.
Yeah, exactly. And I've already been painted on Spider-Man 3.
What would be kind of awesome, though, is if they had, like, a scene where one of the villains in any of the Spider-Man movies is being brought to, like, a prison or something, and they're walking down the holding cell, and you see, like, one or two other characters in the cells. That could work.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's what they're going to do with Carnage. That's what they said in Seven Webheads, is that they were just gonna...
Even if they have that, if they have Jim Carrey in there as Cletus Cassidy, that just establishes that he's in Ravencroft prison, and they might not have any mention of him again.
Yeah, but
until Spider-Man 5.
I'm kind of with Kyle, though. It's at least they're acknowledging the fact that certain characters do exist.
Because then, like, imagine, after the Venom movie's over, Eddie Brock gets put in Ravencroft prison, and his cellmate is Cletus Cassidy, just like in the comic books and, like, the animated series and stuff.
Yeah.
And then you have your Carnage movie right there.
Yeah, that's basically what they said.
But that won't be for another, that probably won't be till, the 5th Spider-Man movie, if that gets made.
Really?
Probably. Because, the 3rd one, I'm assuming, is reserved for Green Goblin.
Why?
And then because there's, Norman Osborn is a pretty, there's a lot of mention of him and stuff in the second movie. Yeah. People think that the Green Goblin's going to appear in the second movie at the end, after credit scene or at the very end of the movie as a surprise.
That would be interesting, but it'd be a little early, wouldn't it?
Kinda.
I don't feel it's early.
A lot of people think that he's going to come in and kill Gwen Stacy in the second one. I don't think he'll kill Gwen Stacy in the second one, but I think he'll be in it.
I'm actually kind of confused because I think from what I've heard and what producers and stuff have said, they took Mary Jane out of the movie not because of the actress, but because they didn't want a competing person with Gwen Stacy. So
yeah, I think it's a little bit of that, and they didn't want that. Apparently, there was too much story in this one. There would be a cluster.
That's my point. Is if you keep throwing more shit in this, it's just gonna be this giant clusterfuck of stuff.
Well, we don't know how much shit is actually in there. There's a lot of rumors and stuff, but the only confirmed things are Rhino's in there, Electro's in there, and then there's all those rumors of Green Goblin, in this crazy twist that's going to be in the movie with Harry and Norman Osborn and stuff. And I guess there's
we have confirmation of characters being in. And you have what the producers have said, stuff like that, they didn't want it to be a conflicting interest. So, if you don't want it to be a conflicting interest in this movie, why would you want it to be a conflicting interest in 3? Meaning,
well, I think it maybe
in
Spider-Man
have to kill
3,
her off in this movie.
In Spider-Man 3, they could kill Gwen Stacy and have Mary Jane in there as a side character to establish that maybe in the 4th movie, they'll get together, like Mary Jane and Peter. Or something. I don't know. They took her out now because I guess they realized that the movie was too full. Did you hear that Mark Webb confirmed that one of the scenes that they shot with Shailene Woodley was the Face a Tiger, You Hit the Jackpot scene from the comics?
Yeah.
They actually shot that and that was cut out?
Yep.
That really sucks. I would have loved to see that in a movie.
I'm actually kind of hoping that they put that in deleted scenes because they said it was cut out and they let us know about it.
Yeah.
I'm really hoping when it finally releases that it'll be in deleted scenes on the DVD.
Wait, what scene was it again? I'm sorry.
The whole classic Mary Jane scene, the whole Face It Tiger, You Hit the Jackpot.
Okay.
When they first meet.
Yeah.
And plus, if she's not in the movie, but they have that in deleted scenes, we get a look at how she is as Mary Jane.
I kind of hope that they just keep her as Mary Jane in the 3rd one, because that'd be kind of a dick move, I think, to recast after.
It's a dick move, but in all honesty, she's not Mary Jane. I've seen her in The Secret Life of the American Teenager. She's not that great in that. She's nowhere near better looking than Emma Stone. And it's just...
Well, is anybody?
I
mean, let's be honest here.
Jennifer Lawrence?
That's true.
I don't know, actually. They're pretty close. But it's just that, like, maybe that's why, because nobody in their right mind would ever pick Mary Jane over her. But to me, Charlene just does not give off a Mary Jane feel. I don't know.
I've never seen her in anything, so I have no comparison, but, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'd have to see deleted scenes or whatever to find out.
Well, it's not just that. I don't know. Let's see. She was in The Descendants, which some scenes were okay, some scenes she sucked in. The Secret Life of the American Teenager is her big show, and she's not really that great in that at all. And I'm not impressed. So, like, seeing her as Mary Jane to me is a step down from Emma Stone.
I'm not too familiar with everything on Spider-Man, but I do say that I like Emma Stone with being Gwen Stacy, though. I would like to see her kept in a little longer.
Sadly enough, I do feel bad that she is Emma Stone. I mean, she's Gwen Stacy, just because I know what happens to Gwen Stacy, so I know she can't stay in the movies. And her and Emma and Andrew are, like, perfect cast-wise together. Their chemistry is
Are they still, like, together in real life? Or?
I do not know. I never heard of a breakup, but I don't really pay attention.
I don't really follow celebrity crap like that. It would suck if they, like, broke up while filming the movie and that ruined the chemistry or something on, like, film.
That's happened to things before.
I know, and I hate it.
I know there was something huge about it once, but I can't exactly remember what it was. That's a good tidbit of information for you guys that I had no clarification of.
Everything I'm reading is not really saying they're still together, but it's just kind of like it's all about him making the whole "why can't Spider-Man be gay" argument.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I think that whole thing was just blown way out of proportion, but it's still a stupid idea.
I agree.
Did you hear Stan Lee's thoughts on that?
No.
Oh, it's funny. He's like, is this a serious question? Like, who thought of this?
Like, seriously, I mean, it's like, maybe the reason why we can't make Spider-Man gay is because he's not. Has anyone ever thought of that bright idea before?
Why do I think that Stan Lee's being interviewed about it and asks this question, and as soon as the camera's off, he goes to, like, his friend or whoever's with him and just goes, "What asshole's asking about if Spider-Man can be gay?" So like, are you shitting me? I didn't write him as gay.
Especially, I see Stan Lee being that guy who goes to his friend, like you said, and he's just like, "What the hell was that? What was that?"
Stan Lee is kind of down to earth, actually. Like,
I know.
He seems like such a cool dude.
I know he is.
That's why I think that I can see
him
being that guy who goes to his friend, like, "What was that question?"
Like, when he was at the expo I went to, he was like, he straight up said in his panel, he's like, I don't enjoy doing autographs or photo ops or whatever, but you gotta please the fans, and anybody who's not willing to do that for their fans, quite frankly, doesn't deserve them. I was like, that's pretty honest of you.
And then it makes you feel like shit for, getting an autograph.
Yeah, I know.
But you're like, hey,
because I had a photo op.
You're like, hey, hey, Mr. Stanley. Hi, yeah, I know you hate this, but I want you to do like one for me and like one for my friend here and like one for my other friend here, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Just make sure you smile for the picture, okay? Even though I respect that you hate it.
I just
At the panel, he actually talked about his Iron Man 3 cameo, and he said that like they cut out some like 80% of his cameo. Like his cameo in the movie was actually like only like 2 seconds. And there was like a whole scene shot where he was like drunk and hitting on like strippers and stuff. Or not strippers, fashion models.
and they cut that out.
Yeah.
That's like freaking gold.
Like, how
right there.
dare you? That's sacrilege.
Yeah, he was saying that. He's like, man, you guys all gotta email Shane Black and complain to him about that. That would have been gold. Now I just come off looking like a weirdo.
That's such a, like, that's sacrilege to cut out a Stan Lee cameo.
You know what's funny though? Speaking of Stan Lee cameos, is he has played so many characters in different movies, and you never see him as like in your mind as that previous character. He always pulls off whatever role he is playing. He is a better actor than some of the actors that are in the movies.
He didn't have a cameo in the Wolverine, did he?
No, he didn't. It was if he was in there, he was only in it for like literally a split second because I don't remember seeing him.
Although he didn't have cameos in all of the X-Men movies anyway, didn't he? I don't think he was in First Class either.
He was in, was it 3 or 2?
Yeah, he was in 3, I know.
Because he's the guy with the hose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be the only one he's in, actually, then.
I would love to see Stan Lee as a mutant just pop up and pop in.
As a mutant, yeah.
Like, just see him pop in, like, with some epic power that's, like, freaking awesome, and then just, like, run away.
I think my favorite cameo of his that he's done is it's not the best movie, but in Fantastic Four 2, when he's, like, trying to get in their wedding, he's like, but I'm Stan Lee, you gotta let me in. And they're like, yeah, okay, like, I'll believe that.
No, he did not have a cameo in Wolverine.
That kind of sucks. Oh, yeah, whatever.
He has one in Amazing Spider-Man 2. He does have one in Iron Man 3. Him holding up a sign that says 10.
What was his cameo in the Avengers? I actually haven't seen that movie in a while.
I think it's like at the end of the movie when they're like doing the
Oh,
reviews.
yeah, he's like, superheroes in New York.
Yep. Let's see if I can mute this video so I can just see the cameos real quick.
His cameo in Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think, is he's at his high school graduation. He's at Peter's graduation.
He made a cameo in the original, like, Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno. He did have a cameo in the first X-Men.
Oh, okay.
Who was he?
It's been so long since I've seen the first X-Men.
Oh, his cameo in the first X-Men was so short. Oh, I guess it wasn't that short, but, do you remember when the Senator is walking on the beach?
And he's on the beach, that's right.
Yeah, he's standing on the beach.
He's one of the people with his mouth, like, wide open.
He had really short cameos in Spider-Man 1 and 2 as well.
Yeah, I'm looking at his Spider-Man 1. He had a cameo when stuff's exploding and going down.
He was in Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? Or, I mean...
Holy crap, he had a cameo in Daredevil. Wow, he did.
Oh, yeah, he ran into Matt Murdock at one point.
When he was young, when he was a kid. Wow.
His cameo in Amazing Spider-Man is really funny, I thought, when I first saw it.
He had a cameo in Hulk, too.
Incredible Hulk?
No.
Or Hulk.
The one with Eric Bana, where I guess he's walking out the door with Lou Ferrigno as Eric Bana.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
That's kind of awesome.
I saw a steelbook for that movie today.
Spider-Man.
Like, it was like one of those comic book styled ones that they had for Incredible Hulk, and now there's one for Hulk.
That's kind of cool.
I don't like that movie that much, though, so I'm not gonna buy it.
I'd like to see, like, the greatest Stan Lee cameo ever, I think would be, like, if, depending on what movie it was for, like, if it was, like, the Avengers or something, I think it'd be freaking awesome if, like, Stan Lee has, like, some weapon that can help one of the superheroes. Like, they go to him for help, and he's got, like, this basement full of, like, armory and tech and all kinds of stuff, and Stan Lee, like, lets him use it, and, like, as they're walking out, they're like, who are you? And he's just like, I'm Stan Lee or something.
He had a cameo in Spider-Man 3, too.
Well, you see, I created you. It's like, what? What?
That would be cool, though, if he, like, even if you didn't make it that cheesy, like, if you actually had, like, just one serious cameo of him being like an actual character in the movie where he has like all this arsenal would be awesome.
Wow. I forgot he had a cameo in Spider-Man 3.
Oh yeah, that was actually a cool cameo. That's probably the best scene in that movie.
Probably.
There's one scene that's better than that in that movie.
What's that?
That's when the credits start rolling.
Okay.
Yep.
I can't even finish that movie anymore. Like, I remember when Amazing Spider-Man was coming out, I had a marathon. I watched Spider-Man 1 and 2, and then I got halfway through 3 and turned it off. I got to the part where he started going down the street doing the
And Tony,
stuff
he did have one in The Incredible Hulk.
Okay, I thought I remembered him being in that movie.
He opens up the fridge and goes to get a drink out of some green juice or whatever.
Oh yeah, he gets killed by poison, like radioactive poison or whatever. Hulk blood.
Hulk blood.
He's got one in Iron Man 2 also.
Yeah, he does.
His one in Iron Man 2 is super short. And
oh yeah, he was Hugh Hefner, wasn't he?
No, that was Iron Man 1. Iron Man 2, he was like Larry King.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That is kind of awesome, and it fits him.
Wow. I didn't even realize that was Stan Lee in Thor. That tries to pull the hammer out with his truck.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't realize that either.
And then there's one in Captain America also.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
I don't remember the movie.
Yeah, he's a general, I guess, when they're announcing.
Yeah, he is.
Out.
He is.
So, have you guys ever seen Stan Lee without his glasses on?
Have you?
I have.
I don't
and it's crazy. Like, he could take his glasses off and just walk around and no one would recognize him.
Really?
Yeah, at the panel, at the expo I was at, somebody asked the question, like, what do you look like without your glasses on? And he's like, well, and takes them off. He's like, here you go! And everyone's like, It was awesome.
I don't think I've ever seen him without glasses on.
It's crazy. Like, he would just blend right in. Nobody would know who he is.
It's the perfect disguise. He is a superhero, see?
Stanley's a superhero.
He pulls off the Robin effect without being Robin.
Holy crap, dude. For all those times where, like, I can't believe, like, Superman, we're like, I can't believe people don't know it's him without the glasses.
I feel dumb.
Fucking Stan Lee, dude. Right
Stan
there.
See, I told you guys, he's got a basement with an arsenal of weapons, and he's gonna help one of the superheroes in a future movie. Watch.
Wow, that's, like, there's a plot twist for you right there. Stan Lee's a fucking superhero.
That's what I just said this like 10 minutes ago.
Dude,
that would be...
In all seriousness, though, he's the closest thing I think we have to a superhero, because, like, he's created so many of them.
I have to agree.
And he's inspired so many people.
I have to
and
agree.
He's such a cool guy.
He revolutionized everything.
He really did.
Like, people that I hate people are like, I actually see, like, people complaining, like, I hate how he gets all the credit and all of these cameos and stuff in movies. I'm like, are you kidding me?
He created...
They're like, he's not the only one that did it. And I'm like, he may not be, but he's fucking Stan Lee.
Okay, hold on. He may not have literally sat down and said, oh, this is going to be Spider-Man, oh, this is going to be Electro, this is going to be whoever. However, he, with any of the artists or writers that wrote anything ever for him, had to go to him directly. He had to approve, as his company, when he was in charge of it anyway, he had to approve everything that went into a comic at that point.
And everybody that says this, I'm just like, you're a
deputy dude.
Stan Lee. I'm like,
you shouldn't
how do you not give the credit where it's due?
He didn't come up with every character. Okay, so does that mean that George Lucas shouldn't get credit for every Star Wars, every single Star Wars thing because he didn't come up with every single character in his universe? Same argument.
And it's just, it blows my mind that people think like this, because I'm like, I get it. People, what's his name? Matt Kirby, I think it is, or something like that, doesn't get the credit he deserves for doing the drawings and stuff.
Oh, Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby, there you go. Like, he doesn't get
He's a good artist.
He doesn't get the credit that he deserves. He's totally undershadowed due to Stan Lee. But Stan Lee deserves every bit of credit he gets. Like, you don't...
Yeah, I googled images of Stan Lee without glasses, and there's only 2 pictures of him without glasses. One of them is an interview for the Superhero Squad show, and the other one is actually a picture from the expo that I was at, where he took his glasses off.
Alright, looking that
Can't
up.
find any others.
Let's see, Stan Lee without glasses.
I'm not going to be the only guy not doing it. So,
Wow.
Stan Lee without glasses.
I really wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what to think.
Oh my Jesus!
Yeah.
I would not know that like the only giveaway is the mustache a little bit.
Yeah.
But even then, he
But
just looks
dude,
like some old man.
Dude, oh my Jesus, he's wearing like regular glasses in this picture, and if you just saw him walking down the street without glasses and bumped into him, I would seriously think he's just some like neighborly man.
Yeah.
Walking by.
It's crazy.
I would not be like, oh my God, I need an autograph. Because you're freaking Stan Lee.
I guarantee you, like, anybody that's done that will hate themselves.
What, that bumped into him and not realized it?
Yeah, and then just been like, somebody be like, do you realize that's Stan Lee? And just be like, son of a bitch, that was Stan Lee. I didn't recognize you without your glasses. Then you gotta chase him down like you're a stalker.
Then you feel like a douche.
You're just like, oh my God, you're Stan Lee. You gotta run him down, and he's just like, security, help.
That's when you're a dippity-doo.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I'm gonna wrap this up really quick.
Yeah, we probably should. We're at an hour.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Let's...
The moral, I should say, that you should take from this is don't be a dippity-doo.
And question every old man you bump into and ask if they're Stan Lee, just to be safe.
But while doing such, don't be a dippity-doo.
And just so you know, my moral of the story is, as proven, Americans are better than Canadians.
You know, that's uncalled for.
So is you being Canadian.